Hey, Mad Dog, I'm here again. We've already worked the field up. We've made our rows, put up the fence, showing you how to trick the fence to keep the deer and other things away from the fence, and even though the fence ain't that tall. Now it's time to show you how to go about planting this. Most important tool you have, your thumb. It tells you how deep to do what. Herbs, carrots, tomato seed, things like onion seed, just tiny little seed of that nature. Go about thumbnail deep. Now, you got your beans, your corn, okra, things like that. Don't go as deep as your first knuckle. Peas, lima bean, thing of that nature. You'll go about the top knuckle of your thumb. Anything that goes to your thumbnail, here's how you're going to go about planting it. You're going to get to your row, hill, whatever you've got. Okay? You're going to get your nail in, nail deep, and run it across a few times to make you a little area. Now, I've already planted, so I'm going to crumble some dirt here and use it for my seed. Use it like the seed. Get a good little pinch of it like this. You want to let it just sift its way through your fingers down into the line you just cut. Alright, and then fill the dirt. Give it a little pat. Alright. Next step. Now, the way you're going to cut your lines, as you see, I'm from here all the way up to there. Every about 18 inches, I go across. Sorry about all this noise. As I've stated before, there's some logging going on nearby, and they've got the dang trucks running all over the place. Now, over here, I have two rows. These are going to be string beans that'll go up on a vine. Later on, this area between the two rows, I'm going to build up a trellis for them to run on. They're buried that deep. I don't even bother drawing a line all the way across the row. I dig my thumb in that deep, pull it out, put in the seed, push it down, put dirt over it, pat it down. Like so. Say this is your heel. And push in your thumb, put in the seed, pull the dirt over and pat it in. Now right here we've got two rows of sweet pea. Right there. Now, again, I'm going to build a trellis right here for their vines to run up. However, to plant them, they're a pea. You'll go top knuckle deep. So you'd get to your heel and you'd do this. And then you'd put your seed in. Boom. Now right here comes a kicker. This is the rest of the crop. So, what we have, one row of green onions. Well, a green onion is just like the herb. You're gonna take it about nail deep, sprinkle in the seed, cover it, pat it down. Cut a line about a foot long, then you move over about 5 inches or so from it. Another line, repeat all the way across your row. Now, this is sweet onion. Same way of planting. Now this is carrots. It's planted the same way. This one's half carrot. So we get halfway down the row here to about, right about here. And on the rest of the way, you got cucumber. Nah, carrots planted the same way as the herbs and as the onions. Cucumber's slightly different. For the cucumber, you're gonna go right here to this snail here. Push in, drop the seed, pump. I usually put 2 or 3 seeds in each hole. Next, we'll have 2 rows of a bush string bean. So it grows on a bush instead of a vine. And it's that deep. Your first knuckle on your thumb. Boom. Drop in 1 or 2 seeds, it's your preference. Pack it. Right here, we've got 1 row that's 2 things. Just like with that second row of carrots. Half of this row is lima beans. Unfortunately, a bunch of my lima beans got damaged by a water leak over the year. I didn't have many lima beans to plant. Lima bean, you're going to plant it about knuckle deep in a hole. 2 seeds per hole is what I do. Depending on my mood, I might throw 3. The other half of the row is more cucumber. Now, I'm going to get 2 rows of the okra. You got okra and okra. Okra seeds you're going to plant about that deep, nail deep on your thumb. Pop a hole, drop in 2 seeds or 3 seeds, whichever you prefer. Fill it, go on down the row. Now, we got 3 rows of Crowder peas. About halfway between your first knuckle and the top knuckle of your thumb. Put in 2 seeds is what I do. Move along after you've filled it and packed it. Now, after you've got all that, next thing you have is you got 2 rows of yellow corn, about nail deep. I mean, not nail deep, but knuckle deep. Sorry about that. You're gonna go about knuckle deep, boom, like first knuckle, see? Boom, 2 kernels or 1 kernel, your preference. Fill it, run it. And 2 rows of the white corn. So I've got yellow and I've got white. This is the way it works. Now the problem with planting from seed, however, keep in mind, birds, they will come scratch around and try to dig up your seed. So you have to keep an eye on that. Takes a little longer to grow from seed than it does from plant because it's got to germinate. But it's just as easy either way you go about it. Therefore, the rest will come eventually. Let's see what we got here when it's time to show you what we do with what I've got from plants where I germinated in pots for my tomatoes. Because I'm going to transplant them, and then I'm going to show you how to plant your squash, your zucchini, things of that nature. So, for now, Mad Dog signing out.